Hello, West Virginia secondary educators. You may have heard a lot of talk about the science of reading lately and our West Virginia Department of Education's literacy initiative, Ready, Read, Write West Virginia. You might have also noticed that it seems to be more focused on elementary educators and students. But did you know that the science of reading literacy pillars don't stop at the elementary level? In fact, as secondary educators, we know that our scholars often come to us with significant gaps in their literacy abilities. For example, we often have students who check out when reading grade level texts. One reason for this might be because there are so many unfamiliar words that they can't access the meaning. Even if they can read the words fluently, a limited vocabulary may cause them to struggle with comprehension. Educators know the impact vocabulary can have on comprehension. According to researchers, depth and breadth of vocabulary are correlated with comprehension and support different elements of comprehension. And as educators, we understand the importance of helping our students achieve vocabulary proficiency at all three tiers. Tier 1, they're going to get throughout the course of a day in normal conversation. Tier 2, a little more abstract, but really focusing on complex text within their content area. As they move into Tier 3, that allows these students to move across the discipline areas so they really gain an understanding and an ownership of that vocabulary, which is exactly what we need to happen. So our students, once they have acquired that level, that increases their comprehension, their confidence, and their achievement. Phew, that was a lot. Having said all of that, let's check in just for a moment with one of our amazing ELA educators right here in Kanawha County, Mr. Bryce Foster, who has been working with his students in a literacy strategy. What's up, Bryce? How you doing?
I'm doing well, Susie. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. I'm sure you know how impactful research-based instruction can be.
I do. In fact, I learned about a strategy that can be used to strengthen students' literacy skills. We can incorporate any literacy pillar, and we can also involve all 4 of our ELA domains in the same activity.
That's awesome.
Do you want to check it out?
I do. What's the name of it?
So it's called a 4x4, and it allows students to strengthen various skills that align with our ELA standards, as well as focusing more intently on skills development where they may not yet be proficient. Let's see our scholars work through it.
Awesome.
I wanted my students to become comfortable with preparing for the West Virginia General Summative Assessment, so I gave them a passage set, Walking on the Moon, from a retired Cambium module that aligned with the themes of a current unit of study. I put students in groups of 4 and gave each student a different colored marker. Each student had a task. The first student was asked to write a summary of Passage 1. The second student was asked to write a summary of Passage 2. The third student was asked to explain how the 2 passages were connected. Passage 1 was an informational text and Passage 2 was a literary text discussing the same topic. And the fourth student was asked to find and define 5 vocabulary words. This was done to deepen students' understanding of the texts so they were better equipped to respond to the standardized test style questions from the retired module.
Wow, I see that this could be used for any secondary literacy pillar. Phonics and word recognition, fluency, vocabulary, comprehension, of course writing. It could also be used at any grade level or content area, which is awesome. And this strategy also employs all 4 of our ELA domains, right? Reading, writing, speaking and listening, and language. Do you think that you could use this for other learning experiences?
Most definitely. This can be used with fiction or nonfiction, pieces of art or music. The possibilities really are endless.
That's awesome.
Another benefit of using this strategy is that it provides structure and it gives students the opportunity for collaborative group work.
Which also addresses our West Virginia College and Career Readiness dispositions and standards for student success. That's brilliant. Thank you so much for letting us come in, share time, and letting us see what your scholars can achieve.
Of course, you are very welcome, and it's been good to see you, Susie.
Good to see you too. Thank you. That was awesome. I love how Mr. Foster has adapted one strategy to address so many aspects of literacy proficiency. We're hoping his example is one you can use in your instructional practice as well. Moving forward, we hope sharing this makes a broader impact on the learning experiences and outcomes of our students. Remember, increasing vocabulary accelerates students' achievement both now and in the future. For more information, check out readyreadwritewv.com.